How are you all? Building arcs, I hope, and building boats. Because it's very wet here at Perrick's Towers in the middle of the UK. I can tell you that for now. It is tipping it. And it's meant to be tipping it all day. We need to go, the raindrops are falling on you. Yeah, more than raindrops. We've got gallons of the stuff. Anyhow, welcome to the UkuleleRocks live stream and welcome to Rock and Roll Lions, which today is building on our knowledge of our chord of C and our chord of F and our chord of G7. We're going to be using those three chords together to go into 4 songs this morning. We're going to be looking at The Lion Sleeps Tonight. Great song. Great song. Love it lots. And then we're going to look at an original song called Head Home. All these are on the website, says he, reaching for his lyric sheets. And then we're going to get into the rock and roll part of things with my personal, one of my favorite rock and roll songs. I think I like it even more than Rock Around the Clock. We're going to do Shake, Rattle and Roll. And then we're going to do See You Later, Alligator to finish off with. So, hope you got ukuleles. And if you have got ukuleles, wonderful. Let's not drop them. Let's check that they're in tune. There's mine. The dodgy C string, sounding a bit strange this morning, but it seems it's all right. And I remembered to tune it this morning, which is always a plus. And if you haven't got ukuleles today and you're listening in, you're very, very welcome. Perhaps at a further later date, you can go back and go onto YouTube and go back and look at this and join in then when you're with your instruments or when you're somewhere more convenient. But let's get started with The Lion Sleeps Tonight. Now, I know it's a great song, and when I teach this, children love this song, adults like this song. You can get a beautiful cutie picture of a lion if you download the lesson sheet, Miss Moneypenny, off the website at www.ukelelerocks.co.uk. We're only going to do this morning one of the verses, but it's the Whim Away introduction, then the verse, and then the chorus. Ever said, if you want the longer version, it is available on the website, which I've got the wrong page up, but I don't know why it's that much. The longer version's got the one about the village, near the village, the peaceful village. So we'll see. Anyhow, for this, like all things this morning, we need 3 chords. We need a chord of C, so let's get on with it straight away. 1, 2, 3, makes your chord of C. Bum, bum. 1, 2, 3 fingers on the first string on the A string. We also need a chord of F. First finger on string number 2 and your second finger on string number 4. Chord of F. Actually goes back to a chord of C. And then a chord of G7. Now, we talked about this in the live stream last week about transitioning, moving between C or F to G7. And when we go from C to G7, one little trick we can do is we can take the 2 fingers off, but leave finger number 3 there. Slide it back into the second space on the A, and then your first finger on the second string, second finger on the third string. And then you have your G7. There's my G7. How's yours? Okay. Good. So again, G7 to C. We can just slide that finger back. 1, 2 fingers down. Slide it forward. Chord of C. Okay, so there's the chords. Now, I embarrass myself. I always embarrass myself. I don't mind, as long as you can smile. By saying that it's got the same chord structure all through this song. C, F, C, G7, C, and predictably, I messed it up. Yeah, I got the wrong progression at one point. So I'll do my best today. I'll repeat workshop. I'll repeat live stream. I get a second chance at actually getting it right. Let's see if I do. So we can do all sorts of wonderful strumming patterns to go with this, but today we're going to do the nice, simple, taking it easy, gentle strum down it. So let's try it with the Whim Away, and we're going to come straight in on this. No introduction, straight in. A whim away, ready. A 1, 2, 3, 4. A whim away, 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 a whim away. And the verse, here we go. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Those words are in there somewhere. Away, in my way, don't forget to breathe. Away, in my way. Well, that was less than great. Let's try that again, shall we? Or let's one of us try it again, mainly me. All right, so nice and simple. And I think we might sort of get a bit more energetic, get more energy into it and speed it up a little bit. I think that was a bit more relaxed. And also remember to breathe, unlike me. Yeah. Away. It's quite a challenge to get the whole of that phrase, the whole of the line into one breath. And if you're singing along, and I know some of you enjoy doing that, and that's great. I'm really pleased about that. See if you can do it. Can you take a breath deep enough and sing along? I'm distracted. What we've got? Get out, fly or something. All right. From the beginning. A whim away. Big faster. A whim away. Whim away. A whim away. I don't know. Might be better. My wake us all up. Here we go. A 1, 2, 3, 4. A whim away, 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 a whim away. That's better. One more time. A whim away, 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 a whim away. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the quiet jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Big breath. Away, a whim away. One more. Away, a whim away. Finish on C. And there we go. So the lion sleeps tonight. If you want to be really, really push yourself, try it. A whim away, 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 away. And just, that strumming pattern, make it a bit more interesting. But again, nothing wrong with just gently strumming through it. Now, moving on. Catch your breath. Moving on into our second piece today. The second piece today is an original song. It's called Head Home. And by that, it means I wrote it. And I wrote it because at the time I wanted some way to teach the transition from F, as it turns out in this piece, to G7. We practiced it previously, but I wanted a song, some way to make it a bit more fun. So we wrote Head Home, or rather I wrote Head Home. And Head Home, again, it's on the website at UkuleleRocks.co.uk. Head Home is all about, it's a bit naughty really, because when we have school children singing it, it's all about not wanting to be in school and going home. Head Home. And it has got a bit of a strumming pattern in the chorus. We'll come to that in a minute. The verse, very simple. Straightforward strum between C and a chord of F. Easy enough. Now, when we get to the chorus strumming pattern kind of matches the lyrics, and the lyrics do this. We start with the chord of F, and it says, soon be time to head home. And a few things happen there. We start on a chord of F, we play it twice, and then we have this percussive hit. Now, onto our ukuleles. I'm not a huge, massive fan of smacking bits out of ukuleles, and some people can do it very good, and they take it into their percussion-y bits, and they can flick off the shoulders, and all sorts of things. Not something I've ever tried, to be honest, but I'm not a mad fan of it. Some do it, people do it really well. I'm just not into it. So when you hit it, be careful. We're going to try and hit the top of the fingerboard over here, underneath where the neck heel is, really, just to give it a bit more reaffirm, a little bit more support. I suppose you could hit it down there and get a bit of a more bass sound to you, but then you've got all this going on and it's not the point. But we do have a different transition, chord of F to a G7. Well, we talked about this before. When you're going from F to G7, we have a sticky finger. In other words, a finger that doesn't need to move. So let's conserve our energy. First finger doesn't move, so we've got a chord of F. When we change to that G7, you're going to drop your second finger down and drop in with your third finger onto the first string in the second space. And your first finger ain't gonna do nout. It's just gonna stay there. Sticky finger. There we go. And back to C. And that's our chorus. Now, in this piece, there's a middle eight. I forgot to mention the middle eight. Wrote a middle eight into it because not a lot of children's songs, when you sing them or you're teaching them, or beginner songs, they have verses and choruses. Wonderful. But no middle eights. So I wanted to talk about the structure of a song, so I wrote a middle eight. And the middle eight changes key, because middle eights sometimes do. Sometimes they've just got a different feel to it. Sometimes they just got a downright change of key. Sometimes the solo follows the middle eight. In this case, it changes key. And we have a chord called A minor. But see, there's a little bit more cleverness I tried to do in this, because your A minor chord is your chord of F with your first finger lifted off. And there we have that sad minor sound to the chord, A minor. And again, in the middle eight, try to be a bit tricky with the writing. There's the A minor chord. Time is going oh so slow. Drop back to your chord of F. Learning all I need to know. Kick your first finger off again to get back to A minor. Waiting for the day to go. And then you have a full jump and change to G7. Not the easiest. Second finger drops down. First finger, third finger for this G7. Then I'm out of here. Big breath to that high-pitched note at the end of the middle eight. Okay? All right. So let's have a quick fly through the middle eight. Ready? And it's a straight strum. 1, 2, 3, 4. Time is going oh so slow. Learning all I need to know. Waiting for the day to go. Then I'm out of here. Sun shining and launch straight back into the verse. We always have lots of fun teaching that one, because when you get to that middle eight, that last chord, you can hang on to that high note till the class and your pupils and yourself are going blue in the face. And finally, sun shining and back into the third verse. I've just thought of the irony of singing sun shining in the sky. That's the first line of the lyrics. There is no sun at all down here in the middle in the UK today. It's just lots and lots of rain and lots of wet. But not to panic. Let's see if we can improve it a little bit. We ain't going to make it worse. Chord of C. Let's go from the very beginning now. We have our verse, chorus, middle eight, verse, chorus. Again, you can download your full song sheet from the website, which is what I've done. Because even though I wrote it, I still can't remember the words. Chord of C, and we'll have an introduction to this. Nice steady strum. 1, 2, 3, a strum. Here we go. 1, 2, off we go. Sun shining in the sky. I'm happy, don't know why, so sing along. Just sing along. My day is looking good. I know it really should, so sing along. Just sing along. So here's the chorus. Soon be time to head home. Soon be time to head home. Verse 2. I tried so hard today, said all that I can say, so sing along. Just sing along. I've worked my best today, No need for me to stay, so sing along. Just sing along. Soon be time to head home. Soon be time to head home. Middle eight, here we go, A minor. Time is going oh so slow, learning all I need to know, waiting for the day to go, then I'm out of here. Sun shining in the sky, I'm happy, don't know why, so sing along. Because I'm with you lot. Just sing along. My day is looking good, wet but good. I know it really should, so sing along. Just sing along. Here we go. Soon be time to head home. Soon be time to head home. One more. Soon be time to head home. I lied. One more. Soon be, big finish, time to head home. There we go. Oh, I quite like that song. I know, I suppose it's a bit big-headed saying you like your own song, isn't it? But I like it. It's nice and steady. It's not too fast. I quite like the change of middle eight. It's nice to do a song with middle eight in it. And moving on. Rock and roll time. Oh, hang on a minute. Let's try about this the other day. Quick drink. Yes, that high note does kill you after a while. Rock and roll time. Yes. Shake, rattle, and roll. I do like this song. I like it for a few reasons. Because we have a good old 3-chord trick again. We have our almost 12-bar blues progression, which is a chord of C, all in that first line. And then the second line change to F, and then back to a chord of C. And our last line with a G7 to the F, and then to the C. And we did talk about this on Tuesday. Sometimes in rock and roll, you can go back to that chord 5, that G7 at the end of it. We don't in this particular arrangement. If you wanted to, knock yourselves out. Good morning, Roger. Thank you. Good. I'm glad you got signal. I worry about Roger. He watches in some extreme kind of places, in some extreme. Haven't you got all this rain up there, Roger? Roger's up in the north. I'm down in the middle. Roger's up in the north. I'm sure he must have some rain. Doesn't hardly seem fair. Anyhow, shake, rattle, and roll. Nice. It bowls along at a nice speed. Get out of that kitchen and rattle those pots and pans. Get to the chorus. I said to shake, a rattle, and roll. Ooh, shake, a rattle, and roll. Ooh. Just check out the original Mud version of this in their pink suits. I think there might be a link. Why do I keep saying these things? I think there might be a link. Why don't you just have a look at the website and find out? Here we go. There isn't a link on the website. Oh, what a shame. Okay, fair enough. There is a fantastic video on YouTube. Perhaps I should put it on. Of Mud doing this, originally dressed in their pink, amazing pink suits in the 70s, doing shake, rattle, and roll. Fantastic. Looks great. Full of energy, lots of smiles. Really good. I think it was the Top of the Pops performance or one of the music shows around about then. Maybe it wasn't. Anyhow, really good. So let's get that energy going with it as well. Okay, ready? So 12-bar blues, C, F, C, G7, F, C. Keep an eye on it. Again, if you want a copy, you can download it. Complete with lovely graphic. Don't know what the graphic is. Oh, it's an old, I believe it's an old cartoon, an old Mickey Mouse cartoon. There was some rattling pots and pans in a kitchen in the black and white pitch. I don't know. Tenuous link. It looks pretty. Okay, here we go. Chord of C. Ready? Little bit of introduction and don't spare the horses. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4, a 1. Ready? Here we go. 1, we go. Get out of that kitchen and rattle those pots and pans. Pick a pitch, any way you like. Get out of that kitchen and rattle those pots and pans. Well, roll my breakfast, 'cause I'm a hungry man. Chorus. I said to shake, a rattle and roll. 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 Well, you never do nothing to save your doggone soul. Verse 2, it's all about cats. I'm like a one-eyed cat peeping in a seafood store. Meow. I'm like a one-eyed cat peeping in the seafood store. Yeah. I can look at you, tell you don't love me no more. Here we go. I said to shake, a rattle and roll. 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 Well, you never do nothing to save your doggone soul. Let's have one more chorus. I can mess that one up as well. I said to shake, a rattle and roll. 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 Well, you never do nothing to save your doggone soul. And our C7 rock and roll ending. There it is. Do like that song. Do like that song. Even though I messed one of the choruses up. Never mind, never mind. Again, it's a great thing to teach because you can do lots of silly things with it with children. You can just have fun with it yourself, you know, meowing in the privacy of your own bedroom or wherever you're playing or listening, or the kitchen or the side of a mountain. You worry me. Okay, and we come on to our fourth song this morning, which is See You Later, Alligator. Now, See You Later, Alligator is, again, it's another rock and roll song. So we have our same sequence of chords, our C to F, back to C, G7, and in the verses, and we go straight back to C. We don't have that F in that we have in the 12-bar blues. So, chord of C, chord of F, back to a chord of C, G7, and then straight back to C. None of that F carrying on. Now, when we're doing this piece, we don't strum all the way through. There's got to be a little bit of a strumming pattern in it. Well, I saw my baby walking, chomp, 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 chomp. So we're not going to sing and play with the first bit of the verse. Well, I saw my baby walking, chomp, 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 with another man today, chomp, chomp, chomp. Sneaky little C7 coming in at the end of that one. At the end of the second set of C's, we're just going to put a C7 in, which is going to help us change, modulate, transition to a chord of F and all those clever music words that we don't really need. Yeah. Again, when we change, we're going to just play in the gaps. So let's have a quick go at verse 1, playing in the gaps. Chord of C. So the verse goes 1, 2, 3. Well, I saw my baby walking, chomp, 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 with another man today. Yeah, I saw my baby walking with another man today. When I asked her what's the matter, this is what I heard her say. Okay, so we're playing in the gaps. When we get to the chorus, we're going to actually sing the first bit unaccompanied. The see you later, Ali, strum, a strum, a strum, a strum, a strum, after a while. And then we're going to strum all the way through the chorus continuously. And again, it's the same chord sequence. The C's to the F, back to the C, G7, and straight back to the C. However, just stop right to a cotton picking minute there. Because I forgot to say on Tuesday, and it was a bit of a shock to us all. In the chorus, there is a cut. Now, in music, a cut is where everything stops, dead. And we're going to do it off our G7. And when we get it, it says, can't you see you're in my way now? Cut. And to really cut it, we're going to mute the strings. And we're not going to do anything fancy. We're just going to lightly put our hand on the strings. Sometimes you can do clever things. You can use your little finger to mute it, to stop it. We're just going to stop it with our whole hand just to kill the song. Don't you know you cramp my style? And then finish off that chorus like that. Okay, so don't forget the cut and then finish off the chorus at the end. Right, I think we're ready. And this is another song, although you can download it off the website. There's my lyric sheets. I've got half a chance of getting the words right. We're not going to do all the verses. We're going to do verse 1 and we're going to do verse 2 and the chorus is there as well. Okay? All right. Chord of C, please. And really, I think we've got to do the introduction. If you listen to the Bill Haley version that is on the website, I'm sure it is. Oh, I'm glad about that. Thank goodness for that. The Bill Haley version has this beginning to it. I was talking about it. I never thought I could actually just play it. At the start, there's a "See you later, alligator." At the start, have a listen. "See you later, alligator."
Well, I saw my baby walking.
So, yeah, we can do that. We're not going to do the saxophone. Dun, 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 dun. That's our nod to the saxophone part, doing that. But we can certainly do the "See you later, alligator." So let's have a go. Chord of C. Ready? I'll give you a count for that. See you later. After 3. 1, 2, 3. See you later, alligator. Well, I saw my baby walking with another man today. Yeah, I saw my baby walking with another man today. When I asked her what's the matter, this is what I heard her say. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. G7 coming up. Can't you see you're in my way now? Don't you know you cramp my style? When I thought of what she told me, nearly made me lose my head. When I thought of what she told me, nearly made me lose my head. But the next time that I saw her, reminded her of what she said. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Can't you see you're in my way now? Don't you know you cramp my style? C7 ending. And there we go with our C7 rock and roll ending. I like it. I still say Shake, Rattle and Roll is a great one. I still like that better. So that brings us to the end, really, of our Rock and Roll Lions this morning. And just to have a quick recap through, we started off with our "In the jungle, a mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight," with that chord pattern of C, F, C, and G7 all the way through it. And then we moved on to our original song, Head Home, with our chance just to have a bit more time to change to our G7. And the middle 8, don't forget the middle 8 in the A minor, the other key. And then after that, we moved on to my favourite rock and roll, Shake, Rattle and Roll, with a roll and all the daft noises and all the daft cats in it. I like that bit. And finishing up with See You Later, Alligator, which is a bit more interesting because we've got those gaps to sing in and gaps to play in with a "See You Later, Alligator." Drum, 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 not forgetting our cut. And also in the verses, "Well, I saw my baby walking," to give you a chance to sing on your own and then play the chords in between. So, next week. Well, I had a thought about next week. And what we're going to do, we're going to tip our hats a little bit and pay a little bit of credence to Mr. Daniel Budd, Mr. Dan Budd of funkypunkmusic.co.uk. You know, I've talked about Dan before. Dan live streams as well, but his standard live streams may be a little bit higher than ours, and his songs are certainly a little bit trickier than ours at the moment. But I do recommend you check him out, funkypunkmusic.co.uk. Also, Ukulele Jam. If you look that up, you'll find Dan. He live streams quite a lot. But what we're going to do next week, and this is where he comes in, copyrighted, I will be telling him, we're going to kind of nick his idea. We are going to have a UkuleleRocks jam. And I'll make a song list up, and we're going to go through a few of the pieces we've done so far. Not all of them, because it would take forever in 6 live streams. We're going to go through a few of them, a few of the songs, a few of the instrumentals, a few of the backing tracks. I'll make a list before the day so you can sit and you can have your either on your computer or you can have your phone ready. You can stream it off. You can print the sheets out in advance if you want to for the lyrics. Or as always, you can just listen in and enjoy the music. I hope you do. So next week, UkuleleRocks Jam. So we'll see how that goes. Until then, stay safe in the rain. Hope you enjoyed that today. Ta-ra.